My name's Ariana. I am the supervisor here at Save All Dogs Rescue.
My name is Samantha, and I am the volunteer coordinator here at Save All Dogs Rescue.
I've been doing it since I was a little kid, just volunteering. I started about 5 years ago full-time here.
This month will actually be 4 years since I started volunteering.
From start, we typically load up the van here in Connecticut
With cages and blankets and kind of all of the supplies that we're going to need for the trip.
Typically our first stop is at a gas station so we can fill up. Then we start driving. Depending where we're going, it can be either a 9-hour drive or 14-hour distance. Once we get to the shelters, we immediately start loading up all of the animals, which does take a little bit of time. We like to say hi and get to know them all first as well.
They give us backstories and any other information that we think would be pertinent for them. And then we start loading them into the crates and make sure everyone is settled and comfortable before we drive 10 to 12 hours back with them.
I've definitely been to a few shelters that are just completely unsanitary in themselves. There was one time I went to London, Kentucky. When we pulled up, it was like a garage. Puppies were super emaciated. It was a really tough experience to see. Not totally my happiest rescue trip, but definitely one that stuck with me because seeing those dogs coming from that place, you feel a lot of joy in bringing them back.
We travel a lot to honestly mostly down south because they really struggle with spaying and neutering their animals, so they always have a surplus. They also have a lot of kill shelters down there, and so what we're trying to do is save the dogs from being euthanized for simply because they need more space, and we're giving them a second chance. When we get to Connecticut, we start taking them out one by one. We have to be very, very careful. Everyone gets a slip lead and they go immediately to go potty, and then they go right into a room that is labeled with their name and a bed and a blanket and some water, and they get fed right away.
We do quarantine them in the facility until our vet arrives, which is within the first 24 to 48 hours.
Our vet does a hands-on physical exam for every single animal in this building. So she's looking at eyes, ears, nose, throat, listening to heart, doing all of that kind of stuff that we want to see, and making sure that any issues are notated and anyone that might be sick is getting the proper medication for that.
Then they're typically ready for adoption a couple days afterwards when we open.
Ideally, I would love to live in a world where this rescue wouldn't have to be a thing, that we would go out of business because there were just no more homeless animals that needed us. Unfortunately, I'm a realist, and I know that that's not the case.
I hope that we continue to expand. We started a new location in Danbury. We typically are there every Saturday. We bring our dogs there in the morning, we stay for a couple of hours, and then bring them back here to sleep. One of our trips up to Danbury, one of the dogs had to sit in the front seat with me. He was larger than myself, so safe to say we had to squish, but we made it there safely.
I love what we do, and seeing all these dogs and puppies go to these incredible homes is my favorite part of being here. And so having an opportunity to expand where we could give more people their new best friend would just be the best.